Nagan was the king of hunters at Uduppur in Pottainadu. His wife was Tattai. They were great devotees of Lord Subramanya, and with his grace, a child was born, a divine child whom they named it as Tinnanar. Tinnanar was Arjuna in the past birth. According to Tirukalahasti Puranam, when he was worshipping Lord Shiva to get the Pashupatastra as Arjuna, the Lord came to him as a hunter. Arjuna did not recognize him, so he was born as a hunter again, and then his final liberation will happen in this Janma. Tinnanar was educated according to the hunter's customs. He became a very great archer. Even when he was young, his father retired, crowned him as a king. Though he was a hunter, he carried hunting as per his dharma. Tinnanar was full of love and would only kill the ones which he really had to. Any animal which is young, female, or a deceased animal, etc., he would never even kill them. One day, Tinnanar was out on hunting. A wild pig escaped from his nest and was running away. Tinnanar pursued along with two of his companions, which is Nanan and Kardan. The wild pig or the boar was so tired and it stood near the tree. It was quickly killed by Tinnanar. They themselves were tired and thirsty. They proceeded towards Ponmugali. Tinnanar wanted to climb up the nearby mountain. Nanan too volunteered to follow him, saying that this hill is called as Kalhasti Hills. This is where Lord Kudumiteswar, which is the god with a tuft, Kardan was busy cooking the pork. Even when he began to climb the hill, there was a definite change coming over Tinnanar owing to the past samskaras. Even when he had begun to climb, there was a great change coming over Tinnanar over his past samskaras. He felt a great burden being lifted on his shoulder. His body was losing consciousness. As he saw the Lord over here, he felt supreme love surging in his heart. He embraced the Shivalingam and kissed it. He began to shed tears of joy. He felt that Lord was lonely here, and he finally decided that he would stay with the Lord. He further felt much more compassionate towards the Lord, thinking that the Lord might be hungry. So he went down again, took out the best pork pieces, tasted it, earmarked the best ones for the Lord. In the meantime, he gathered from Nanan that the Lord was worshipped daily with flowers, fruits, etc. before the food was offered to him. So he also began collecting certain items for the worship. He filled the mouth with the river water. Flowers he gathered and wore them on his head. He took the pork, a bow and an arrow and went up the hill again, alone this time. At the temple, Tinnanar poured from his mouth the water, which was like an abhishekam to the Lord. Then he decorated the lingam with flowers he has brought on his own head. This was his archana. He then placed the pork in front of the Lord. He went out and stood guard for him in the night so that some wild animal would hurt him. In the morning again, he would go out for a hunt, and he used to come in the evening, and a regular routine used to follow the first 1 or 2 days. His friends or his accomplice, which is Nanan and Kardan, were worshipped with. In the meantime, Nanan and Kardan were worried about the change that had come over Tinnanar. They felt it was madness. So they reported back to Tinnanar's parents. They too tried to convince him, but they too went away in vain. When Tinnanar left the temple in the morning to get food for the Lord, the Sivacharya, the temple priest, used to come in. He saw this unusual form of worship. He was extremely horrified, and he was well versed with the agamas, the Shiva worship. So he used to perform all the purification rituals from the beginning, take bath, and then he used to begin the formal worship. And this used to happen almost for the last 4-5 days. This went on for like few days, which is 5 days. The priest was extremely upset about the desecration of the holy place. He appealed to the Lord to stop it. Lord Shiva wanted to show the Sivacharya what true bhakti is, or the supreme devotion of Tinanar. He commanded him in a dream to hide behind the Shivalingam. When Tinanar went to the temple the next day and watched what really happened. On the sixth day, Tinanar went out as usual, getting the food for the Lord. While he was returning, he saw many ill omens, which made him feel that something is happened to the Lord. He was so unconscious of himself that he did not think what will happen to him. He ran towards the Lord. He was grieved to see the blood oozing out of Shiva's right eye. The articles he brought from the from the hunt and the water, etc., he just dropped it from their hands. He wept bitterly. He could not find anyone who could actually help the Lord. He treated the eye with all the herbs he knew. Still the bleeding happened. Then a simple idea occurred to him in a flash, which is a flesh for an flesh or an eye for an eye. At once, without thinking of anything, with his own arrow, he took out his right eye, then fixed it on the right eye of the Lord. The bleeding stopped. He was extremely happy. He was dancing around in ecstasy. Then he noticed that the Lord's left eye began oozing out. Right? It was also bleeding. But he had already found out the remedy. There was only one problem. He didn't know how to locate the eye of the Lord when his own eye was pulled out. So Tinan had a plan. He planted his foot at the place where the Lord's left eye was, which is on the lingam, and began to pull out his left eye with his arrow. At once, Lord Shiva caught hold of his hand and said, "My dear child Kannappa, stop licking your eye." The Lord repeated the word Kannappa thrice. Kannappar was thus blessed thrice. Tinanar became Kannappar because he gave his own eye to the Lord. Lord Shiva took him with both his hands and kept him on his right side. Kannappar regained his vision and lived as God himself. The Sivacharya understood the true nature of devotion. The story has other hidden meanings too. The Nayanar had conquered all other evils, but the Anavamalam or egoism had to be killed too. The wild pig represents this. Supreme Bhakti dawned the moment that this was killed. In its case, the seeker is accompanied by good and evil, the two hunters, Nanan and Kardan. Nanan is good, who describe the glory of the Lord. Nanan represents the good samaskaras. Kardan represents the evil that had to be left behind. The aspirant with good samaskaras goes to his presence, but when he has to attain God realization, even this had to be renounced. Hence, Nayanar, when he went to worship with him, went alone. Nayanar's parents, the hidden good and evil tendencies in the worldly desired, tried but failed to take him away from the Lord. The Lord asked the priest to hide behind him, while Tinanar was in front. So it means that true bhakti is far superior than mere ritual. Tinanar's readiness to pluck his own eye for the Lord's sake is nothing but the total surrender or Atma Nivedan, the highest form of devotion, which immediately reveals the Lord in all its glory. Thank you, and looking forward to see you in the next story, which is Kungaliya Kalaya Nayanar.